Several destructive cyber attacks have caused significant damage to organizations, governments, and individuals. Here are some of the most notorious cyber attacks that have occurred throughout computing history. 1. Stuxnet worm. Stuxnet was a highly sophisticated worm designed to target Iran's nuclear facilities. It was specifically aimed at disrupting its uranium enrichment processes. Stuxnet caused physical damage to centrifuges, causing them to burn themselves out and set back Iran's nuclear program. Over time, other groups modified the virus to target facilities including water treatment plants, power plants, and gas lines. 2. NotPetya. Initially disguised as ransomware, NotPetya was a destructive malware that caused widespread damage, particularly in Ukraine. It affected major organizations globally, disrupting operations, encrypting data, and causing significant financial losses. NotPetya is often attributed to state-sponsored actors, crippled ports, paralyzed organizations, and froze government agencies. 3. WannaCry? Ransomware. WannaCry exploited a vulnerability in Microsoft Windows systems, spreading rapidly and encrypting files on infected computers. It affected organizations such as the NHS in the UK, causing operational disruptions and financial losses. The attack was attributed to the North Korean Lazarus Group. Like other types of crypto ransomware, WannaCry will take your data hostage, promising to return it if you pay the ransom. WannaCry targets computers using Microsoft Windows as an operating system. It encrypts their data and demands payment of a ransom in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin for its return. 4. SolarWinds supply chain attack. SolarWinds is a major software company which provides system management tools and other technical services to hundreds of thousands of organizations around the world. Among the company's products is an IT performance monitoring system called Orion. The SolarWinds attack was a sophisticated supply chain compromise where malicious actors inserted malware into the software updates of the SolarWinds Orion platform. This allowed them to gain unauthorized access to numerous government agencies and corporations, including sensitive data breaches. The SolarWinds hack was a major event not because a single company was breached, but because it triggered a much larger supply chain incident that affected thousands of organizations, including the United States government. 5. Equifax data breach. The Equifax breach exposed sensitive personal information of nearly 147 million individuals. The attackers exploited a vulnerability in the company's web application, leading to one of the most significant data breaches in history. The stolen information included names, social security numbers, and financial data. 6. Sony Pictures hack. The Sony Pictures hack involved a group called the Guardians of Peace. On November 24, 2014, they leaked unreleased films, confidential emails, and sensitive employee data. The attack was attributed to North Korea and was seen as retaliation for the movie The Interview, which depicted the fictional assassination of North Korea's leader. During the hack, the group demanded that Sony withdraw its upcoming film The Interview. In response to these threats, Sony chose to cancel the film's formal premiere and mainstream release, opting to skip directly to a downloadable digital release. 7. Yahoo data breach. In one of the largest data breaches in history, Yahoo experienced two major cyber attacks that compromised over 3 billion user accounts. The breaches involved the theft of user data including email addresses, passwords, and personal information. Yahoo was subjected to the largest data breach on record. Two major data breaches of user account data to hackers were revealed during the second half of 2016. The first announced breach, reported in September 2016, had occurred sometime in late 2014 and affected over 500 million Yahoo user accounts. A separate data breach occurring earlier around August 2013 was reported in December 2016. Yahoo later affirmed in October 2017 that all 3 billion of its user accounts were impacted. Both breaches are considered the largest discovered in the history of the Internet. 8. Operation Aurora. Operation Aurora was a series of cyber attacks targeting major US companies including Google and Adobe. The attackers, believed to be associated with the Chinese government, aimed to steal intellectual property and gain unauthorized access to corporate networks. As a result of the hack, Google stated in its blog that it plans to operate a completely uncensored version of its search engine in China, and acknowledged that if this was not possible, it would have to leave China and close its Chinese offices. Official Chinese sources at the time claimed that this was part of a strategy developed by the United States government. These cyber attacks highlight the diverse range of threats, from state-sponsored espionage and cyber warfare to criminal activities aimed at financial gain. The evolving nature of cybersecurity threats underscores the importance of robust cybersecurity measures to mitigate risks and protect against potential damages. So do take care, and please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. God bless.